Hi, I'm Claire. Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I am going to be doing a base game home built in Willow Creek. So this home is 3 bedrooms, free bath, and I wanted to do this base game home just because I haven't done one in a while. I pre-built the house, so to save me time on editing. Two, I like doing the interiors more than the exteriors, and so we are hopping right into the inside, and we're starting off with this kind of like landing space of or a mudroom. And so we are just going to be putting this not table, that's a chair, and like these shoe racks down, and it feel like it turns out pretty well. So we are just going to be adding a few rugs into the space. I wanted to go for like a layered rug area also when you first walk in, and so we are just going to be choosing one. I feel like we're a little bit spoiled for everybody that has like all the packs, because there were some points building this where I'm just like, oh, I could really use like this one fireplace, or like, oh, I could really use this one picture. And so we are just going to be going in to the living room now, and I thought this space turned out pretty well. Looking back, I probably would have chosen a different color of couch, but I was imagining there would be like 3 teens living in the space, and so the parents want to be smart and have darker furniture so they wouldn't have to clean up as much. And so now we are just trying to find some decor items and some items to use in other rooms, not exactly in this little area of the living room, but kind of throughout the space. And so we are just going to be adding some lights to the side tables and going to be starting to figure out what else to add in this house. This house is somewhat of a bigger house. You could maybe make like the office or the playroom for the kids into two other bedrooms, and so we are just going to be adding that side table and some pictures into this main space, and then we are going to be going into the office. So this office is pretty simple. It just has an art easel, a computer, and a bookshelf, and I kind of put a lot of bookshelves throughout the house, so maybe these Sims are book lovers, and so to just explain the bookshelves everywhere. And so I did want to have like a painting room, but that room does end up becoming a kids' playroom, and so I still wanted to have an art easel, and so that's one reason why I put the art easel there. Also, it just seemed like the perfect space for it, and so we are just going to be doing a little bit of fiddling around, and now I think we're going to be going in to the kitchen, or we might be adding a chess table just for some more skill building, also to help fill in the space. And so we are just going to be adding a few more decorative items in this office space, some on bookshelves, some on the desk. And so now we are just going to be adding some items on this like side table by the bathroom, and going to be adding a fireplace. I don't really add fireplaces. I feel like that's kind of like a thing that like houses have, but I just don't add them. One, because of safety. If you put a rug too close to the fire in The Sims, it lights on fire and then your house might burn down. Two, it's just something I don't really think about. And so now we are in this little half bath right off of the front entry, and going to pack as much stuff as I can in there. And so now we are in the kids' playroom, the room I originally wanted to be in, like a painter's room. Had like nice windows all lined up this wall, but I realized I've never done like a kids' playroom, and I thought this was like a perfect spot right off of the kitchen. So I just thought this would be a fun space, something I haven't really done before, and so we are just going to be adding a fun wallpaper into this room. I didn't want to have it like in all the room, but I thought it'd be fun like behind the dollhouse and be a kind of landscape for the dollhouse. And so now we are just going to be adding a Blarfy. I think we add like the dinosaur one, or no, that's a dragon one. We do actually have a dragon or dinosaur out in the backyard, and so we are just going to be adding these curtains. I feel like I should mention this. I never add curtains into my houses, but for this house, I'm just like, alright, this curtain goes here, and I had it all figured out, and so now we are just going to be adding some stickers and some crayons, and I thought this would be really cute since it's like a kid's room, make it so playful. And so now we're just going to be adding these cloud stickers to help with the landscaping of this dollhouse. And so now we are just going to be adding a few more like posters and framed pictures, and then we are going to be going into the kitchen and dining room. And so I wanted this, like the animal pictures I just saw, to like be like all the same frame, but like the mat is all different colors. I thought that turned out really cute. And now we are going into the kitchen. This kitchen is very long, and there's a lot of space for your Sims to cook together if you would like. I thought that'd be really cute. There's also going to be adding an island space, just kind of help fill in that void. And so I did want to like have like a breakfast nook, but the island kind of turns out to be that. And so now we are just going to be adding upper cabinetry and making sure it's the same color as the cabinets. And so I didn't really like how it's so far away from the window, but I couldn't really do anything about it without it like overlapping. And so now we are going to be adding an island I talked about, and then remembering, oh yeah, I do need appliances in this kitchen. And so since this is such a long kitchen, they are kind of more spread out than normal, and so we are just going to be adding bar stools and going to be just rearranging a few things, realizing I don't have a fridge for one, and going to be going into the dining room next, right after I add some decorations. And so I keep the decorations pretty simple, kind of spread them out, but I also want it not to like seem like too spread out, if you know what I'm talking about. And so we are just going to be adding some pictures, and this space between like the wall and the island seemed like too empty to me, but wasn't really anything I could think of to add. So if you want to download this house and play in it, I guess that's up to you if you want to add something. But now we are in the dining room, and so this dining room is pretty small, but it can fit a lot of people. So this space I thought turned out really nice. It just has one blue feature wall right where the windows are, and then I have like some like family pictures kind of hanging up on one wall. It was a little bit hard because the pictures in the base game feel a little bit limiting to me, and so I think I already said that at the beginning of the video. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. So we are just going to be adding this blue picture to kind of help tie in with the blue feature wall. And here are the family photos that I was talking about. You can obviously take pictures of your own Sims and then add them into that space, but I thought that was a good like filler for right now. And so now we are on the second level of the house, and this is where all of the bedrooms are and two of the bathrooms. So first we're going to be starting off in this purple room. I was thinking this room would be more for like teen, maybe tween, and so early teen. So we are just going to be adding a desk space and a wardrobe. And this bedroom is, or I guess all of these bedrooms are pretty small. That's one reason why I wanted to add a playroom on the first level of the house. And so this desk and area is trying to make it seem kind of cute. I kind of was imagining a girl would stay in this room, and so we do add a backpack on to the desk, but I do change the color of it because there's going to be a blue room here in a moment, and the blue backpack worked better in the blue room. And so now we are just going to be adding a side table in the same light wood color as the bed. And so we are just going to be seeing if I can add a few more skill building items and going to be going into these posters. And so I was kind of struggling on like the layout, and so like all of the pictures kind of end up being in this like smaller and then like a larger one right next to it. Like that's like all of the frames in this room, and in the third bedroom I will be showing you. And so now we are in the blue room. This room I was mentioning would be for a young boy, and so that's kind of why I chose blue. Also, I haven't really used this wallpaper, and so I wanted it to take advantage. And I feel like this dresser, like the stairs, is my new favorite dresser. If you remember, I used that last week in my yurt and my yurt build. And so we are just going to be kind of figuring out the best rearrangement for this room. It's kind of like, it feels like a hallway. So like walk past your dresser, walk through the desk to get to the bed. And so I was kind of thinking this sim would also be a bookworm. You can probably get it from their parents. You don't see me add a bookshelf, but there will be one in the screenshots. And so we are just going to be adding some posters, making it seem like a fun kids room. And so we are just going to be adding a lamp, maybe a few lamps. I wasn't exactly sure like what to put in certain corners, and so I thought that long skinny lamp would be a good choice. But it just like, why would you want a lamp shining right out your window? And so here is that backpack exchange I was talking about. And so now the purple room has the red backpack, but I wasn't exactly sure like how close to like the tissues I wanted it. And so now we are just going to be adding rugs in both of these rooms, and going to be adding a toy box into the blue room. And so just going to be adding a few more posters into this room to kind of emphasize the book lover that this sim is, and going to be adding curtains. And now I think we are going to be going in to the third and smallest bedroom. And so this bedroom I kind of a little bit gave up on. It just kind of looks like a bedroom a sane person would look in or sleep in. It's like all white, and so this room is up for interpretation if you want to download it. I kind of realized that if you play in this house, your Sims may not like everything I put down, and so this room is really more for you to design, but I still wanted to furnish it. And so we do kind of design it for like maybe a tween as well. And so this room kind of has a few random things, has like a clown picture, has just a desk, kind of the basic things, kind of a carbon copy of the purple room but smaller. And so here's that clown picture I was talking about. If you didn't know this, if you click on the picture, a clown will come to your house, which is kind of scary. And since I didn't really care what went into this room, I'm like, sure, why not? Let's put a clown picture into this room. And so now we are in, I think, the 3/4 bath. I think this is what a 3/4 bath is. Shower, sink, toilet, and it's kind of also a hallway. You got to like walk all the way down to the end of the room to get to the shower. And so we are just going to be adding a few more details into this white room of insanity. And now we are going to be going into the primary suite. So this room, I wanted to have the green wallpaper because I have green trim on the exterior of the house, and maybe your Sims, or let's just say the Sims, chose the wallpaper and the trim and they both like the colors. And so we are just going to be adding this dresser space. Kind of went in for a more built-in look, and so wanted to have like mirrors, make it kind of seem bigger. Mirrors help rooms seem bigger if you didn't know that. And so now we are just decorating the dresser, and so I wanted it to like seem like, oh, just like have like fresh folded laundry and like perfume and stuff like that on the dresser, but like the clothes are in the dresser. And so we do have another fireplace in this room, one because there's a cutout for the fireplace. If you look at the exterior of the house, there's like a chimney on the side. That is where the chimney is, and so I wanted there to be a fireplace, so it would make sense. And so now we are just going to be adding some pictures and going into the primary bathroom, and we are getting close to the end of the video, so the screenshots will be coming up soon. First, we're just going to be working on this balcony space from the primary bedroom, and now we are going to be going into the master primary bathroom. And so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you want to see me build in The Sims 4. I also have an Instagram, crfaldmo, so follow me there. If you want to play in this house, the information will be down in the description. So I hope you all have an amazing week. Bye!